Good time, everybody. I am Dr. Hersh Shkak. I have doctorate PhD in strategic management of water. I am talking from Erbil, Kurdistan region, Iraq. Now I talk about effects of drilling a large number of water wells on the rapid decline in Erbil water basin or groundwater. So, Erbil city located on the very big basin water. It is named Erbil basin. But now we have the big problem of the water. So we have the very big, very good basin water, but we have the very big problem. What's the meaning of this? So, the Erbil basin water or Erbil groundwater, Erbil basin water has the 3,200 kilometers square and depth 800 meters. So, and this basin has the very good quality water, fresh water. But the problem, we have the huge of drilling water, dipping water. So, I have example. For example, through the 2000s in Erbil, we have the drilling of the water between 150 to 200 meters depth. Before about 20 years. But with the ending of the 2022, we have the drilling of deep water reached 702 meters depth. So the difference between 150 to 200 with the 700, the different 500 through the 20 years. So this very big problem. And what's the problem? Why we have this problem? Because we have the very huge dipping water. So in Erbil city center, in Erbil city, we depend on the groundwater. 55% in the all water, we depend on the groundwater. And we depend on the surface water from the IFRAS 1, 2, 3, 45% about. But 55% depending on the groundwater, very problem. Why? Because you geological engineers, you know the groundwater, if we spend the groundwater rapidly, if we decrease the rapidly groundwater, the problem for the future, because we need millions years to the store water in the geological beds. And but groundwater Erbil basin faces a major problem. Okay, what is this problem? This problem is the rapid decline of groundwater Erbil basin. But why? Because we have the thousands of the drilling of the dipping water. But the problem, some of these water wells illegal, not recorded in the government. This problem, and the number of the illegal water drilling waters not appears. And if the water management policy in Erbil city continue in this way, we face to the big problem in the future, in the near future. And the new graduations face to the big problem, catastrophism. Why? Because our groundwater decreasing rapidly. 500 meters depth different between 20 years from 2000 to 2002 to 2003. Very, very big problem. Okay, and besides in this, we have the loss of water, wastewater. We have wastewater based on the Kurdistan government, Kurdistan region government. We have the about 38% wastewater, but by opinion, my opinion, we have more than 50% wastewater, lost water. Why? This depending on the two factors. Number one, we have the traditional agriculture ways. For the agriculture process, we have the traditional ways. By reverse with the Japan. I know in the Japan, in your country, you have the modern way for the agriculture. These modern ways need the very small, very little water for the products, for the production, the agriculture production. But our ways for the agriculture, very, very traditional. We must be spent more amounts waters to the agriculture production. This number one. Number two, awareness. The people in the Kurdistan region, especially in the Erbil city, has the low awareness for the water maintain. So the 50% wastewater, lost water, big problem. And besides in this, we have another problem. What is this problem? The number of population in Erbil city about 1 million or 1,200,000. Okay. The uprising of the population very, very rapidly in the Erbil city center, and each person maybe spend daily maybe spend 400 liters of water, but based on the WHO organization, any person must be spent daily 250%. But in Erbil city, some families, each person maybe daily spent the 5 or 6 or 400 waters, fresh waters. This number one. And another problem, in Erbil city center, in Erbil city, the pupils, the citizens, use the fresh water for the car washing, use fresh water for the anything, for the everything, for the water parking. This problem. Besides in this, we have the sewage water without the treatment. We live in 2023 year, but we have not the treatment of the sewage water. Problem this. All these problems indicating of the we have the mismanagement of the mismanagement of water. Now in Erbil, we need the strategic management of water. We must be change our system. We must be change our system from the traditional water management to the strategic water management. Okay. The problem until now, we have not the underground mapping. This relate with the geological specialist. We have not the underground mapping of the groundwater. Until now, I don't know the size of the groundwater, more or little. We can't depend on this groundwater to the future 15 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. We have not the information. we must be have the very organized program for the studying of the groundwater. So we have the more groundwater or no. This number one. Number two, we have the through the mismanagement of the water in the world now, maybe in the Japan also, we have the water management separated in two branches. Number one, managing of supply water management. Number two, demanding water management. But in Erbil city, we have not separated between two issues, between two branches. In the traditional, we have the water management. So, one of the problem are the past in Erbil city, the government didn't implement the dams, didn't implement the ponds, didn't implement the process of the recharging to the groundwater. And we pumping of the water daily, very, very big amount water without the recharging. So, besides in the pointers, we have the climate change problem. Climate change problem affected negatively in groundwater in Erbil and surface water also. So, another problem, we have the international rivers. For example, Great Zab. We can benefit daily from the Great Zab. Some of the branches of the Great Zab come to in the Turkey, but another branches come to in the Kurdistan. We have not the problem. But in the generally, we cannot depend 100% on the surface water. And this problem is big problem, not small problem. We must be change our water policy. So, some parts of the water policy, until now in the Kurdistan region, the government didn't implement it. And we need the very strong of groundwater management, because you as geological engineers, you know, we must be dependent on the groundwater by economically spending of the water, because the water economic source. But unfortunately, in Erbil city, the peoples cannot see to the water under this process, under these principles. So, I like mention the number of the water wells in on the Erbil basin water. We have the thousands of the drilling water, but some of these wells use it for the personality issue, this problem, because the water for all pupils, not for one family, not for one person. We must be change our idea. We must be change our program. We must be change our process. Why? Because we need the implement the strategic water management, and we can benefit from you, from the JICA organization, for example, from the Engineering Geological Association in Japan, for example, and other organizations, because maybe yes, we have the specialists, but you have the very big experience. We can benefit from you for changing our idea, changing our system. Until now, we have the mismanagement of the water. We need the change our idea. We need the change our program of the groundwater management, surface water management. We need the change our awareness, people awareness, from the low to the high. And I take it this book to the Mr. Liso. So this book, in this book, all the information in the water you can find any person, and all the problem here you can find. And besides in this, in the internet, through the website www.academia.education, maybe you can find this book and another articles for me, Dr. Hersh Shkak, and you can benefit. And also, I repeat, the study of the Erbil water very, very important. Why? Because the big problem we have, and this problem relate with the water security. Maybe if we continue by this traditional way in the water management, at the near future we have the problem, big problem. And I hope we have the strong ability to solve these problems, and we change our traditional management to the strategic management, because you know now the water problem, world problem, and some of parts of the world, them have big water problem. But we have the security water. No, we face to the water problem. So thank you very much for your attention. I very happy. I talk with you from Erbil, Kurdistan region, Iraq. I have greeting to all you, engineering, geology, and I have greeting to the Japan government. Thank you very much again.